What is up, guys? The Varlamore Final Dawn is finally here, so we're going to go explore that. I think the main thing I want to get into today is the Fletching minigame, so we're going to figure that out. I know that there is an actual quest for the Final Dawn, but I think that's more for the delves, so I'm not going to worry about that right this second. I will definitely hit that up a little later, though, because we are going to have to do the delve boss at some point. But right now, I want to go do this mini quest here, Veil Totems. So this is what we need to do to start the Fletching minigame. So we are going to travel to Auburn Vale, which I don't know what the best way to get there is going to be, but we're going to make our way there. All right, so it looks like there is actually a fairy ring that leads straight here. I guess if I actually looked a little bit harder, AIS gets you right here to the Auburn Valley. So we're going to go do this mini quest here, which is somewhere. Oh, there it is. Totem Fletching. All right, let's head up there. Let's go check it out. Yo, this is what we could have had with shamanism. This could have been us. We could have morphed. I don't know if that's actually a part of shamanism, but like, these look pretty cool. Look at this thing. And then there's the flying one too. What a cool little area. And then this is just like an ent. That's awesome. All right, we've arrived to the little area here. Now we can just talk to Ranulph. Let's start the Veil Totems mini quest. Something have you preoccupied? I guess I'm going to actually kind of have to read this a little bit. Maybe not. I guess I could just look through the quest guide, but I need to learn how to do the mini game, right? It's time to get our fletching up. So, nice little cutscene here. We still see the jaguar, the buffalo, things like that. Some sort of ritual. Exactly. Have you asked around? Yes, but locals didn't give me much to go on. All they told me is that the ents, totems, and spirits are all part of the natural cycle here in the valley. Why don't we take a closer look at this totem? Good idea. If nothing else would be useful to document the carvings on it. Come, let's have a look. Alright, alright. It's a beautiful totem. Indeed, look at this bit. Oh my god. It's gone. What happened to the totem? Uh-oh, the funny man broke the totem. Oh, there's a child. Isadora. Itadori. Excuse me, I have a name. I'm Isadora. And you're the funny man who gets confused by Ents. I've been watching you. Well, actually, my name is Ranulph, not Funny Man. Funny Man Ranulph broke the totem. Ents won't be happy with you. I think the child's assessment is correct. The Ents probably won't be happy about what we've done. I'm not sure "we" is the right word. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, wait a minute. It's okay, Funny Man. The totems always end up breaking. The Ents get sad for a while, but if you fix them, they end up all happy again. Okay, so we need to fix the totem. How? Let's see. First, we'll need some lumber to rebuild the pole. I reckon one set of logs will do it. Any specific type? It looks like it was made from oak, so presumably oak logs should be enough. However, I do wonder if using better wood would help us survive the elements better. Or survive interference from, you know, us. The pole's only going to be the beginning, though. We're going to need to carve it. I really should have made more notes on the carvings. Notes? Notes are boring. I know how to carve them. Daddy showed me. Well, I guess you can consult with Isadora on how to carve the totem. While you do that, I'll get to work rebuilding the pole. Oh, buffalo's gone. Alright, so we just needed to rebuild the pole. I guess I'll just use these maple logs since I'm right here. And use those to repair it. So, build totem site. We have our logs. We build. We just build it. We got some construction XP as well. 83 construction XP. That's interesting. You erect a maple totem. It's now ready to be carved. Ranulph and Isadora might be able to tell you how. Alright? I'm going to ask Isadora. Isadora seems like, you know, the goat. Now how to carve them. Yes, according to Isadora, the carvings that were on the totem represented the animal spirits around it. However, the animals were disturbed when the totem fell. Some left, but new ones arrived. Meaning? Meaning you need to carve the right ones, silly. Oh, alright, my bad. The right ones being the animals that are currently in this area. Okay, so the spirits play a role. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. I'll give it a go. Alright, so now we need to carve, and I guess we got snake spirit, we got jaguar spirit, we got eagle spirit. Alright, let's do snake. Oh, we need to do all of them. Oh, okay. Jaguar and eagle. Boom. You finished carving the totem, but it still seems to be missing something. Randolph and Isadora might know what to do next. All right. All right. Now what? You've quite the hand of carving, my friend. Thank you. Now, the finishing touches. Apparently the Ents appreciate it when wooden items are returned to the forest. Yes, you need to help them finish the cycle. Cycle? The cycle of life, death, and decay, I suppose. Funny man Randolph is learning. Okay, then. So, wooden items. You mean things like bows and shields? Exactly. Try decorating the totem with those kinds of items. I reckon 4 should do. Oh, and be sure to use the same wood they used for the totem itself. Okay, I'll be back once I've done that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some maple logs, and then I guess we're, gonna carve it into, like, an unstrung bow? I guess? Alright, we got our 4 logs here. We also got an ent seed. I don't know what that's used for, but we're going to go ahead and turn these into long bows. Now, maybe I should have did the shields, because I don't know if we need to string these. I mean, we're gonna find out. Alright. Decorate maple totem. Okay, that works fine. Perfect. 200 XP each. This is for maple, so that's pretty good. You add the final decoration to the totem. There we go. Eyes say that the totem finished. That was a hard read. Wow. All right. Let's go talk to Isadora now that that is done. Look at that. I think it's even better than it looks even better than it did before. You did a good job. Now we have to see if you made the Ents happy again. All right. Let's see. So I think that might be the whole mini game. I guess we just run around and make those, and that's what we'll do, kind of for fletching. That doesn't seem bad. I know the fletching knife is going to be really nice to have, and the bowstring spool, like all the rewards. I'll show you guys the rewards in a second. I couldn't have imagined a better outcome. Not only have the Ents accepted our new totem, but they've also left something behind. It's a gift. The Ents are happy again. They're saying thank you for helping. Go on, take it. Okay. Let's go see what it is. Claim offerings. All right, we got Veil offerings. You collect 100 offerings. Okay, let's go talk to them. Well, this is definitely the most dialogue I've had with the Ents. Isadora here has been a great help as well. Thanks, funny man Ralph. You're not so bad yourself. So, what now? It seems the Ents are very appreciative of those who maintain their totems. Given you seem to have a knack for it, you might want to keep helping them. They have plenty of other totem sites in the valley. Yes, the Ents like it when you help. They'll give you more gifts. As for me, I'm going to keep studying them. I've learned so much today, both from Isadora and from the Ents themselves. I've already documented it all, but I'm sure there's more to discover. Speaking of which, here, take a notebook for yourself. I've left a copy of my notes in it, but you can also use it to document your own findings. Be sure to check in once in a while to compare findings. I'll happily trade items I find around the valley in exchange for your research assistance. Sounds great. Thanks. Goodbye, other funny person. You did great. Thanks, Isadora. Until next time, friend. All right. That is the minigame. That is done. All right. We can read these sacraments here. I think it basically just tells you what rewards you can get. So, Randolph here, you can trade once you actually get some research points. There's 4 rewards here. The bowstring spool is sick. Basically, 1 slot, and it can hold up to 100,000 bowstring, meaning you can string 27 bows at a time. Very, very awesome. That'll make fletching super easy, like great fletching XP, and just alchables as well. Like that's gonna be really nice. Fletching knife, that thing is insane. Actually just speeds up a lot of fletching actions by 1 tick. It even works on Bruma roots at Wintertot. So if you fletch at Wintertot, you could actually be potentially getting a little bit more XP per hour now too, which is cool. And then I believe the Green Man Mask and the Ent Branch are both just cosmetic. I don't think they have any real purpose. Yeah, I believe they're both just cosmetic. Now, when we rummage through the Veil offerings, I believe that we have the chance to get any of those items, but there's also a failsafe, which is the research points. So you can actually get research points and buy these things, or you can get lucky and get it out of rummaging through these. Now, so I rummaged through those 100. I now have 1 Veil research point. Boom. So each time you rummage, you get those. that is really nice. They need to do that for most rewards. Give you a way to get it other than RNG. That gives you a good way to compete with RNG, which is super, super nice. We got a bale of flax. 6 of them. Let's unpack those. You need at least 25 empty spaces to unpack the flax. All right, let's go to a bank and figure out what this is. Okay, so each bundle or bale of flax is basically 25 flax, which is pretty nice because then you can go take all of these and go ahead and use them at a spinning wheel. And if you have the spool, then you can stack up all your bowstring. That's pretty nice. One thing though, I wonder if there's a way to bundle flax yourself. All right, we're going to try out the activity with a little bit better logs now. I think the highest thing that I can actually do is U. So we're going to do that, try to figure out what we can do. Now, this ent seed that I got is a rare drop. I guess if you use this on an ent, like any of these just like floating around, you'll actually get a seed or a nest. So we're going to see use. Nice. We actually just get a bird's nest. That's cool. I don't need that sapphire ring, so you guys can have it. Don't say I never did anything for you. All right. We got our U-logs. Let's run over here. Now, I wonder if I should be... I guess you do want to run around and fletch because you need the unstrung. Okay, so the minigame, I think how it's played, boom, you do that, you put your log up. So you need 1 for that. And then we look around, we see what's here. We got a scorpion, we got a buffalo, and we got an eagle in the middle. Boom. All right, and then we decorate it, but we need all 3. Hold on. Boom. 1 more. Boom. Boom. We should be good. Now, I bet the play is to just run around, and then we'll come back and claim our offering later. So we could probably do this in a nice little circle. It looks like there are 5 totem spots. So 1 there, 1 here where we're headed, 1 down below. Oh, 1 here, 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 here. Wait, there's a lot. Oh, I see. You don't actually have to grab the offerings. You can just let them kind of stock up. Okay, that makes more sense then. Okay, I think I understand the minigame now. You just hit the full rotation, and then later on, at some point, you just grab the offerings. Also, I was wondering why there was the admiration things here, but if you admire something while an ent is near you or while it looks at you, so right here, it actually will recover your run energy. So it'll restore it by like 30. Pretty nice. I need to learn where all the shortcuts are as well to get to all of the different spots. What we're going to do is we're going to go through our offerings right here, and we are going to bank what we get and start a nice little rotation. So make sure you activate your Pendant of Aetes if you have one to right here at this statue, because after you leave the second totem site, you can just teleport straight to the statue here, which gets you a lot closer to this totem site. All right, guys, I just realized something. Every time I open this map, I feel like another totem spawns, right? So I was looking at the map again, and I'm like, wait a minute. There's actually not 5 or 6 totems. There's 8. There's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then I'm like, all right, how in the world do I get all of these? Because you need 8 logs to make the initial, post. And then you need 4 unstrung bows for each one. Meaning you would need, what, 32 plus 8, 40 slots. And I'm like, I don't got it. I don't got 40 slots. Log basket. Log basket. Thank you, Cathartic. Log basket. That's what we need. Oh my goodness. Why did nobody tell me that I could use a log basket? Like, hello? Guys, Come on. Come on. We gotta be on the same page. Please. You guys should have told me. Now, the thing with this is we have to fletch all our own stuff. Huh. Alright. That's not bad. That is not bad. However, this time I might actually have to go the other direction. Cathartic was mad at me because I was going counterclockwise. Clockwise might make more sense because of the shortcuts, I'm thinking. But maybe not. Yeah, we're going to do it my way again. We're going to do it my way and see what happens. Alright, so we're going to hit all of these and see what that looks like this time. Where's the third one? Why is the snake so far away? Alright, decorate, boom. There's 75 fletching, the first of many levels. Let's go. Alright, there's that. That is done. Boom, start running. Boom, start fletching. There we go. Alright, the XP and stuff should make a lot more sense now. I was like, how am I supposed to do all these? So I guess it is dependent on log basket. Like, if you are a lower level and you don't have a log basket yet, then you are going to be stuck doing probably 4 totems. That it seemed like it was about the maximum you could get out of just like one inventory. So that is kind of what you'd be stuck doing, which would definitely affect overall XP rates. But once you get the log basket, it really is going to be like a lot quicker to get XP. Like, the rates that are boasted here are pretty insane. So yeah, this should work out pretty well. Is there a way, like, can I left click empty? I can. That's gonna be huge. All right, fill this up. Boom. Big cow. Snake. Decorate. Boom. All right, we run over here. While we're running, we just hit a couple of those. Boom. Jump down. Cathartic's gonna yell at me for going the opposite way again, but it's all good. Boom. Need 4 of these. Okay, so this makes sense. I'm surprised that there's not a shortcut to get onto this base over there, unless it's one I just haven't seen yet. We'll see. Jaguar, and I really enjoy that they made it red, like if you've already done it. I really enjoy that. That is very nice. I'll get the offerings on my next go around. So now we run straight up over here. We're going to fletch. This is a long click, so we should be able to get all 4 of those fletched easily. Be good to go. Boom. Left click empty. Oh my god, that's nice. I don't know when they added that. I swear you couldn't empty so easily before, but I haven't used it in a while either, so, you know, it is what it is. There's that. Go ahead and decorate. Boom. Alright, we're going to click the shortcut over there. Alright, we're getting the hang of it now. The XP is looking nice now. Now that we, you know, kind of know what's going on. We're chilling. We're going to be flying through. This actually so far is not bad at all. Like, it's actually pretty chill. Just do that. And you don't have to like super pay attention either, which is nice, and you can still get pretty good XP. And the snake, decorate, and then I think normally we would hit this one maybe first, because now I'm going past the bank, which doesn't make very much sense. So that is the only spot I think I messed up. I think we gotta hit that first and then head over there. But that's basically a full rotation there, which is nice. So very good. That is a fun minigame. It's not bad at all. Jaguar, spider. Fletch these because I didn't walk over with them. Put them on. I only did 2 because I'm a potato. It's all good. Boom. There we go. All right, so that's basically what a full rotation looks like. Yeah, very chill so far. And on this next go, I'm going to collect my veil offerings and see if we get anything good. Ooh, we got an Ent branch. I don't know exactly what that is used for. We're gonna have to check that. End branch is actually pretty cool because with that you can actually use a knife on it and you can create your atlatl darts. So we finally have a way to make atlatl darts, and this is how you would do it. The end branches is what you're going to need. The Green Man statue is something that goes in your house. The Green Man carving, I believe, is also something that goes in your house. Those are just cosmetic, but the ability to make atlatl darts is a game changer. I mean, obviously, if you're further in the game, in your account, and you don't even use the atlatl, or yeah, if you don't use the atlatl, I forgot the name for a second. It's not gonna make a big difference for you, but I know for a lot of people, they were definitely struggling having to get darts because you have to literally go back and do the mini game. So that is a huge change there. Very, very nice. Also, here are the rates you can expect to get. It's pretty nice because, like I said, the quest only requires the mini quest only requires 20 fletching to do this fletching activity, and you can get 20 to 25k XP at 20, which again isn't that much, but you at least are getting some of the other rewards. But it really ramps up as you get to the higher levels. So very nice update. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of the fletching update so far, guys.